I'm Nathan.
And I'm Dina.
And we are Blue Notes News. Hi, Dina.
Hi, Nathan.
It's been almost a month.
A long time.
I know.
Feels like forever and a day.
It does feel like forever. And so much has happened.
A lot has happened.
Gosh, and we've been places and done things.
Yes,
and
we've been on trips
and had friends from out of town.
States. I've been on airplanes.
I mean,
yeah.
It's been a whirlwind.
Yeah.
It's been a whirlwind. But we're here.
We are.
Yay.
Yay.
So how was...
Feels good to be back.
I know. It's weird, because we missed so much time.
We were going to reduce our shows.
Yeah,
and
then we had the skipped one, and now we're
going to get into why of that in a minute. But what have you been up to?
So we had, this past weekend, we had some friends in from out of town, and we accidentally booked them coming. Well, they booked their own thing, but we planned them coming with none of us realizing that it was Father's Day weekend. So we ended up with friends, kids, like a house full of people for the weekend.
Okay.
But it was fun. We had a good time with them. We got to go to Tampa. We stayed the night there. We went to Busch Gardens.
Nice.
We went to Siesta Key and hung out on the beach for a little bit, and then grabbed some appetizer.
I gotta get there one day. I've heard it's really beautiful.
It was very
beach.
pretty. It was very pretty. Now, they had gone before, and they had gone a little further into town than we did, and they said there was less people on the beach there. Like, the spot we were at was a big parking, it was a park, but there was this huge parking lot, and so there was a ton of people out there. Yeah. And then they had it blocked where you couldn't go further because of the condos. I guess the resorts and condos have their own private beaches.
Oh, okay.
So you were kind of stuck in that one spot with everybody.
Okay.
But we got a good spot. We could see the water. The water was perfect temperature.
Nice.
Really nice. Yeah. And then we stopped
on the Gulf of Mexico.
On the Gulf of Mexico. And then we stopped at some little place in their little downtown area and grabbed an appetizer and a couple drinks before we made our way back, and then had the kids show up and had a full house, and so it was a busy weekend, but it was fun. It was a nice long weekend because it was Thursday through Sunday, so it was a nice long weekend.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that was fun. What about you?
I went to Vegas.
I know.
My best friend of 25 years. It was her 50th.
That's a big one.
Birthday, and she came out here several years ago, I won't say how many, for my 50th birthday, and went on a cruise with me for it with my friends and family here. So I was like, I cannot
you gotta go.
Miss it.
Yeah,
so my husband and I, we flew out there and spent about 4 days.
You guys were out there for a little while. Yeah.
My husband's family still lives out there, his sister and mother, so we got to see them. We got to experience my friend's party. She had a big disco party
so cool.
that had a DJ and was catered, and we all dressed up in 70s disco
That's
fair.
fun. That's fun.
Danced the night away, and it was a great time. And it was great. It was a really fun time.
That's awesome. Yeah. So we both had a busy couple weeks here.
Yeah.
And then we did miss our last episode.
We did.
A couple things were going on, beyond just what we're going to talk about in a minute. But there was getting ready for the trip. There was a kid was here. There was a lot going on that week, so it kind of messed us up a little bit.
There was a kid here. I was getting ready. I might have been a little anxious because I don't like to fly.
Yeah.
And that's kind of going to bring us into why we missed the last episode. We're going to kind of maybe take a little step back on the politics this week and talk about mental health. Yeah. Because the reason we missed our bi-monthly, is that what we call it?
I guess that's what you call it, right?
Is it bi-monthly? We're going to do it twice a month, so I guess it's our bi-month. The reason we missed our first bi-monthly episode, because we were weekly before that, is because I had a panic attack that day. Yeah. And I have been suffering with panic attacks for about the last year and a half. Mm-hmm. And it started in December of 2024. And at the time that they started, they were coming very, very frequently. Almost daily. Now it sort of seems like every 3 to 4 months.
Yeah,
One
it's
will
kind of spread out a little bit.
Rear its ugly head. I did stay in therapy for most of 2025, trying to, because I did not want to get on medication for that. I tried to do the therapy route, which did help a lot, but did not completely eliminate them.
Sure.
So I do still have some, and you never know when it's going to happen. It just rears its ugly head whenever it feels like. But in the beginning, it was pretty severe. I was going to emergency rooms, and when I couldn't afford to keep doing that, I was going to fire stations to have them check me out because, of course,
you think you're having a heart attack or something.
I think that there's something wrong, that it's not a panic attack. I will actually tell you, this is not a panic attack.
Yeah, that's true. Because we've been together when it's happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I totally believe that's not what's happening in the moment. But then once it's over, or what happens for me is as soon as I get somewhere where I feel safe, all of my symptoms dissipate. It
starts to go down.
If I go to the hospital and they check me in, I'm like, okay, I'm safe now. I don't feel any more symptoms. My blood pressure is normal. My heart rate is normal. I'm not throwing PVCs, which are premature ventricular something or others that like make your heart feel like they're skipping a beat. So I think that.
Oh, that's all right.
Sorry, just bang the table. I think that it's not what it is, but it's always what it is. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And it's like.
It really can trick your brain.
It really does trick your brain. Yeah.
And once I started getting coping skills, because my first symptoms were my heart would just race. It would go 135 to 150 beats, maybe even a little higher. And I started getting skills on how to reduce the heart rate, slow it down, breathe and focus on other things, count things in the room. So then once my body started reacting to my coping mechanisms, it came out in another way. Yeah. So the next time I started feeling like I couldn't swallow. My heart wasn't racing. I was like, I just can't swallow. My throat feels numb and I can't swallow. And I'm like, trying to swallow. And I'm like, but I was swallowing, obviously, because I wasn't drooling all over myself. But to me, because it felt numb in my throat and I thought I wasn't swallowing, it was just another way it presented itself when I learned the coping mechanisms for other ways that it was presenting itself. So,
and it's so weird because the brain is so powerful, like that it can make us think we're having a heart attack. It can produce symptoms that seem like it. It adjusts to our coping skills and it'll present another way.
And it'll present another way.
I mean, it's
that's what really
so
shocked
insane.
me was that whole episode. When I learned how to deal with the other way, it was like, no, you're not gonna find a way around this. We're gonna come out a different way, and it presented in a totally different way. And so originally, I always thought I was having a heart attack. And when it presented with the numbness in my throat and I thought I wasn't swallowing, I thought I was having a stroke. So each time I think I'm having some kind of catastrophic medical issue. And it's just a mental health. It's a mental health issue. So,
and I have struggled with mental health for a long time, and until about 12 years ago, like I was the same way. Like I wouldn't acknowledge that it was happening to me. Because I would get, like, I have generalized anxiety disorder. And so I didn't get panic attacks, like at least not like that, like not that extreme. But I would get like very like dizzy and my palms would sweat and I'd be like very uncomfortable. And I just always dismissed it away as like, oh, maybe my blood sugar's just high, or, you know, I just need to drink more water or lay off the caffeine a little bit or whatever. And it was after I met Jerry And he was like, do you like feeling this way? And I was like, no, I really don't. And I was the same way. I didn't want to do medication. And he was always like, you need to do medication. And I was like, I don't want to do medication. I'm scared of it. It makes me nervous. I just don't want to get on something that I can't get off of.
I'm the same way. I feel like I'm not going to be myself.
Right.
My person is going to be my personality is going to be medicated out of me. Is the way I've always felt. And
that's how I felt too. And I did ultimately get on medication, and it has helped me drastically. I mean, it really did make a big difference for me. And I've done therapy too and learned some of those same coping skills when it comes on. And it's still occasionally, even on medication, I get little anxiety attacks that'll just for no reason. Like, we were at dinner with some friends one day, or like a late lunch in Orlando, and we're just sitting there, and all of a sudden it just happened, and we're just talking and laughing and having a good time, and out of nowhere it just shows up. And so I kind of just sat quietly and texted Jerry and was like, hey, I'm having anxiety really bad. And he's like, do we need to go home? And I'm like, no, I just need to walk. If I can walk, I think it'll stop. Yeah. And sure enough, we got out of there, and we had walked because we were in downtown. And so we got walking, and I could feel it like leaving my body. Like just that motion of doing something else, like distracted my brain and made it go away. But they come out of nowhere.
They do.
Absolutely nowhere.
Mine originally started in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. I got up like at 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Thought nothing of it. Went to the bathroom, came back into the bed, and it just happened.
Just your heart started racing.
Yeah. And for me also, I do get the trembling and the fear that I'm going to die. That is a big part
and
of it.
I get that too.
I'm going to die right now. I'm going to drop dead.
Yeah.
And I'm sure part of that is because my dad did die very young at 63, who literally just dropped dead.
Yeah.
Like we don't know for
sure
traumatic. If it was an aneurysm or a heart attack. We're pretty sure it has something to do with his heart, because he had congestive heart failure that he did not tell anyone about. And also he had extremely high blood pressure and had stopped taking his medication. So
but that alone is a trauma experience for you to experience, having gone through that. And so that's going to trigger that kind of stuff to happen,
So I wanted to read a few
go ahead and read that
facts
stuff
about like panic attacks. The commonality is 1 in 10 adults experience at least one panic attack in their lifetime.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Most episodes last between 5 and 20 minutes, though some can linger for an hour or longer. Mine are usually about 30 minutes. The physical symptoms: the brain triggers a false alarm mechanism, often resulting in chest pain, trembling, sweating, dizziness, and a fear of going crazy or dying, which I don't really think I'm crazy at the moment. I will actually tell you, this is not a panic attack.
Yeah.
I'm dying. Something is happening. Something wrong with my heart. Like, I do not believe in that moment. You would think after a year of therapy, I would really believe that it's a panic attack. But in that moment, it just doesn't feel like it.
Well, because we think, oh, this doesn't happen to me. Like, this is not.
I never thought
had this
I would ever be a person. I've always considered myself a survivor. No matter what life throws at me.
I got this.
I'm a survivor. I just keep going. Whatever happens, I can handle it. So I think it's been very hard for me to accept that this is actually happening to me.
It is. It really is. And that's how I was the same way.
The brain triggers a false alarm mechanism, often resulting in chest pain. Did I just read that? I think I just read the same thing. Okay. The triggers can be prompted by a specific situation or trauma, but they frequently occur completely out of the blue. So while many people have the occasional panic attack, panic disorder is diagnosed when a person has recurrent, unexpected attacks followed by a persistent fear of future episodes. Because then you worry.
Yeah, then you start
oh my gosh, is it going to happen today?
Yeah.
Am I going to be at work?
Am I going to be driving the car? What's going to be happening?
In the beginning, when I first started having them, they were only happening in the middle of the night at home.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I had one while I was driving, which is very inconvenient, let me tell you. Then I had a couple more while I was at work. That was also very inconvenient. So you just never know when it happens.
When it's going to happen.
And approximately 2 to 3% of the population experiences panic attack disorder in any given year.
That is interesting to me.
Panic disorders typically begin in the late teens, although not the case for me.
Right.
It did not happen until I was in my 50s. And they do affect women about twice as much as men.
Interesting.
A family history, major life stressors, trauma, smoking, and excessive caffeine intake can all increase the likelihood of suffering from panic attacks. About half of the people dealing with panic disorder also experience co-occurring mood disorders such as depression or bipolar disorder. Panic attacks and panic disorders are highly treatable. The standard approaches include psychotherapy like cognitive behavioral therapy and medications such as SSRI. I definitely, it was later in life for me.
Yeah.
I was, what am I, 54 now? I was like,
you
52.
Just told the world.
Yeah, 52.
Yeah, but no, yeah, but I think it can happen at any time, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it's like mine was, I think I was dealing with anxiety probably like in my 20s and stuff, but I didn't really know that until into my 30s.
I mean, I kind of had somewhat of a social anxiety when I was younger, but was always able to mask it very well. Like, even though it was internalized and I was feeling anxious, I always presented myself like I didn't have, like everything was great.
Yeah.
But I think internally I did have a lot of social anxiety. I know it's hard to believe with the way I talk and socialize with everyone now, but I think in my youth, in my teens, in my 20s, and I did have a lot of social anxiety.
That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, because now you're a pretty social person.
Yes,
yeah.
Pretty social person.
Yeah.
I'll talk to anybody, anywhere, pretty much anytime.
Yeah, that's
about
interesting.
Anything.
About anything. But yeah, it's so important to take care of mental health too. And I think it's still to this day has a stigma.
It does.
That it's somehow different than any other part of your health. I think
that is why it was so hard for me to admit that I was actually having panic attacks and that I wasn't having a heart condition or dying, because I have been to the cardiologist. Yeah. I went to the doctor.
You've done all kinds
I've
of
had
testing.
every kind of testing you could probably imagine.
Yeah.
The EKGs, the echocardiograms, the stress tests, the monitors for weeks on end.
Yeah.
They're like, honey,
you're healthy.
There's nothing wrong. I don't have high blood pressure. I mean, I found out I'm pretty much healthy as a horse.
Yeah,
honestly.
You are pretty freaking healthy.
I got a little low hormones or whatever, and now I'm on HRT for that. So
yeah, so you're back to normal.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to me because I think the younger generation, it's not as stigmatized for them. I think they're more open and understanding about it. But I think for those of us that are a little bit older, it was still like, I remember looking back, my grandmother had some really bad anxiety issues, but back then they had like 1 or 2 medicines, and it did exactly like you said, it changed her whole demeanor. Like, it was like she just was like asleep almost at the wheel, and now there's so many more options, and the therapies and the the talk therapy and all that stuff that they just didn't do back when I was a little kid. They just didn't do it. And so I think that the younger generation does have a better mentality.
It was my youngest son, because I have a huge span between my oldest and my youngest, because I was married once and then I had 2 kids, and then I was divorced for quite a long time and then remarried and had one more son with my second husband. And he is the one that said to me, Mom, your mental health is no joke.
That's right.
Like, you need to, it's not embarrassing. Mm-mm. It's not anything other than it's not a joke, and you need to handle it like it's a medical problem.
Yeah, and it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It is just another medical problem. And like, we've talked about it before, like, we wouldn't say, I'm not going to put glasses on because I can't see. Like, we go to the doctor and we take care of all the other medical things.
High blood pressure.
Yeah, we take a pill for high blood pressure.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, I'm not on any of those yet.
Yeah, thank God. But we will do those things, and nobody will think anything of you if you take blood pressure medicine or you take insulin or whatever. Like, nobody looks down on you for that. But you say, oh, I have a mental disorder, or I have anxiety, or I have depression disorder, or panic or whatever. And people, especially of that middle-aged bracket of people, just are like, oh my gosh, like,
it's true.
I don't know. Really, that's really weird.
I mean, I felt I was stigmatizing myself.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this can't be what it is because I don't have those kind of problems.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Like, that's not in my family history.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe it was, and it was just hidden.
And that's the thing, because people did hide it back then, or they called it something else,
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, oh, she's got nerve issues, or whatever. Just dismissed it away.
I was listening to something the other day, and it was about women going through like menopause and stuff like that, but they were saying that they were crazy. What was, I forget the word they used, but it basically was saying that, and they used to have these chairs, like we're talking like probably 1800s, like back when medicine was like, they were lobotomizing people and stuff.
Yeah, when they were,
and they would have these chairs. I think they were referring to this on some podcast that I was listening to about the Testaments and the Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, okay.
Because they were talking about how women are been mistreated and stuff like that.
Yes.
And they would have these chairs with like the holes in the bottom. And for women, I wish I could remember the word that they used, but it was basically like crazy, but it wasn't crazy. It was a different word. And they would send them to these doctors, and the holes in the chair, they would actually masturbate these women.
No way.
To get them to climax, so that they weren't going crazy at home.
What they thought was crazy. Yeah.
Because their men weren't satisfying them, I guess. I don't know. But it was just a little interesting thing that was done.
Yeah.
Like just crazy stuff that they used to do to people.
Yeah, that
in the
is
medical
wild.
field back in the day.
Yeah, it's interesting how far we've come. And how far we've come in a relatively short period of time.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I just think I'm 45, and I remember that situation with my grandmother when I was in my 8, 9, 10 years old or whatever. I mean, in just 35 years, what a difference we've gotten in mental health.
Well, I mean, look, they were giving women back in like the 60s and like Quaaludes and all that. Yeah. Like that was how they were handling it.
Just handle it and like knock you out and forget about it.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy what we've done, but we have come a long way.
Okay, so I did remember it was called female hysteria.
Yeah.
That's what they used to call it. And I just did a quick search, and it says in the 1800s, doctors treated the catch-all diagnosis of female hysteria with a clinical pelvic massage to induce what was officially called a hysterical paroxysm, the former medical term for an orgasm. Because manual stimulation was exhausting, physicians mechanized the process using early electric or steam-powered devices known as vibrators.
That's wild.
So the hysteria diagnosis was used to explain a wide range of normal or unexplainable symptoms in women, including anxiety, insomnia, irritability, and pelvic pain.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
The stuff
I'm just glad somebody invented a vibrator. Who cares why they invented it, but at least they invented it.
At least we found it. Oh my God. That's funny. Oh, but yeah, it's so important to take care of your mental health and to seek out help and and not be afraid of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, don't be afraid of it. Don't.
I mean, I still am. Like, it still gets me every time.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I'm working on it every day. It's a work in progress.
It is a work in progress all the time.
Figuring it out and dealing with it, because it feels so real in the moment.
Yeah.
You don't think it's a panic attack, no matter how many times you tell yourself. At least for me, yet I haven't gotten to that place yet where I'm going, okay, this is a panic attack. I did not use my skills the last couple of times. I think because there was so much time in between.
Such a big gap.
I think when I was having them every day, because there was a period of time I was literally having them every single day.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And I think during that time I learned better skills, and I'm like, okay, this is what I need to do. But I think the better and better that situation got, and the farther and farther apart they got, when it reoccurred again, all of a sudden out of nowhere, I'm like, oh no, this is not, this feels different this time. It's not, it's not the way it felt the last time, and it can feel different every time. Like, once I learned those skills before, and then it presented in a different way was but majority for me is super heart racing. Numbness. I can get tingling and numbness in my face, my shoulders, my arms, which makes you think, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack because my arms are tingling. And it's just, that's the major symptom for me is heart racing and tingling. Yeah, interesting. I remember when Jerry's mom was in the hospital, the family was not very nice to me. And so I was having really bad anxiety about being at the hospital with them because I never knew who was going to say something to me and be embarrassing. And I don't know if it was panic or just anxiety, but like I got very, like it felt like the room was moving. Again, my hands were sweating. I was just angst up through the roof. Sometimes the wall looks like it's not moving, but maybe like just like it's just like breathing or just slowly. It's not like you look twice, going, "Oh, is that
what is happening?
Is that moving? Is that?" It's just like a little.
Yes.
It's so strange.
So strange. So all I knew to do at the time was go home and lay down. Like, I just need to get home and lay down. I don't know what else to do. And eventually it would go away. But that was like the peak. That's when he was like, are you sure you want to keep feeling like this? You know, but it was still years. It wasn't until we moved here from Tennessee that I finally said something to the doctor, and they were like, yeah, you need to be on medication. Like, you have anxiety. This is not good.
I mean, I went to a psychiatrist as well.
I did too. Yeah.
Because I also had to fly not too long after they started. And that was a whole thing. Like, I didn't want to get on the plane. I didn't want to fly. I was going to see my oldest son. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to go.
Can I even do this?
I just don't know if I'm even going to go.
Yeah.
And so I went to a psychiatrist, and they gave me a very small amount, only enough to fly, of Xanax, and I was able to get on the flight and go. And now flying is a lot easier for me now.
Once you can get past that hump.
The hump. It's a lot easier for me now.
Very interesting. But so we wanted to share why we
and
weren't
my
here.
psychiatrist also, not to interrupt
go ahead.
Wanted me at that time to get on some sort of SSRI if they were not going to start subsiding. But at that time they had started to subside. So I avoided getting on that. I don't even know. See, I still have the stigma myself. A little bit of a stigma. That I don't want to get on one of those medications. But sometimes I think maybe I should.
Yeah. It does.
Maybe I should.
It does help. Yeah. But everybody has to figure out what works for them. Like, maybe it is just therapy. Maybe it is those skills you learn in therapy or whatever.
I think if I could just believe that it is what it is in the moment, that would be super beneficial to me. But it just never seems to happen that way. You just don't think it is. You think, no. Because the physical effects
is so real.
Are so intense and so real.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel imagined. It doesn't feel like it's in your head. Your heart, I have an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
I have seen on my Apple Watch
when it shoots up and
my heart rate go to 150 and a normal rhythm completely disappear. Like it looks like the heart rhythm is just a zigzag of lines going up and down when I'm having a panic attack.
Yeah. So it does present in actual symptoms.
It does.
Yeah, it's wild.
So if you're having issues out there, if you're having problems, it's just
you're
part
not
of
alone.
life. You're not alone.
There's a lot of
people.
Get
help. You can do it through therapy. You can do it through medication.
Yeah.
Whatever
talk to your doctor.
Works for
go
you.
to a therapist.
Yeah. There is no shame in it.
There is no shame, and it's important to take care of your mental health because it affects everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, there's times where I've had anxiety so bad I just could not function like for hours, where I just had to just not do anything. That's not realistic. Like we have stuff to do. We have things we have to get done
Jobs
in the day.
To go to.
Yeah. You can't just be like, let me crawl in the bed for 2 hours.
No.
You know? So it's super important to take care of and be aware of. And
not be ashamed of.
And not be ashamed of.
That is why we wanted to talk about this
and
today.
And not shame other people for it either.
We want people to feel that it's just part of life.
Yeah.
It just happens, and you don't know when it's going to happen to you.
No.
You know?
And I think back to when I first was realizing something was going on. Part of the reason that I didn't even go to therapy, I didn't do anything about it, was because I was still in that evangelical mindset that, I could pray this and it'll stop. Or I need to read the Bible more. Or I just need to sing a song and it'll make it stop. Like all that kind of kooky shit that they used to tell us. And I just dismissed it away.
But I don't even come from that sort of background. But I kept thinking, this just doesn't happen to me.
Right.
Like I'm not. I've always gone with whatever life has thrown at me. I can get past this. And I couldn't.
Yeah. It's amazing, and it can affect anybody at any time.
Yeah.
So we wanted to share about that and just bring that to the surface. And I think even sharing about it helps attack it because then your brain's like, shit, they're on to me.
I do. And I think that's what happened when my symptoms changed.
Yeah.
Is that I was dealing with it and I guess not maybe to the subconscious, but I was able to work through it, and then my brain was like, no, we're going to present in a different way because we're not done with you yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still going to mess with you.
Yeah.
But anyways, no, I think that's really good stuff to share. For sure.
And we kind of had said from the beginning that we wanted to go all in on other subjects and not just politics.
Need to talk about more stuff.
We've just been so inundated with this administration because they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And every day you think, it can't get any worse, and it does.
Yeah.
So we just sort of like went down the rabbit hole of like politics. But these are some of the other life happenings and relationships and mental health and things that we really did want to bring to the surface and broaden our horizons on our discussions.
Absolutely. So
we thought this was the perfect opportunity to do that.
I think it was a great opportunity. Yeah, absolutely. So so I guess we should talk a little bit of politics.
Yes. We can't help it because we're politic junkies.
We are politic junkies. But
although sometimes I do get kind of sick of it.
Sometimes I do.
I really do. Like sometimes I just have to take a break.
Yeah.
And just go, I've had enough.
And you know what though? I think that ties into mental health because it does affect our mental health to be so inundated all the time.
Yeah.
And so I think it's important to take those breaks and step back and say, I'm not going to be uninformed, but I'm not going to be overstimulated with this amount of information just blasting
because
me
a lot of
day.
it is anxiety ridden.
It
like
totally
you're just like, what is happening to our country?
What's next? Yeah.
The people, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is crazy. But you had texted me this morning and had said you wanted to talk about the fact that they are hypocrites.
Yes.
Because they have no problem with gays in their administration or gays attached to their administration.
Yes.
But heaven forbid if the Democrats do.
Right.
And I think that's a good.
Yes.
I think that's a great.
I said because it was Pride Month.
It is Pride Month.
I
it's
think
Happy
we
Pride.
should. Yes, Happy Pride, everybody. We should highlight all of the gay people that are in the administration, or at least some of them. There's probably a lot more than we actually know.
Yeah.
But like people were losing their mind over Pete Buttigieg being the
Secretary of Transportation.
Secretary. That was the word I was searching for. Secretary of Transportation. They were losing his mind. Just the name calling.
Well, and the whole what am I going to tell my kids if they kiss or if they see them kiss on TV?
Two guys with a stroller with their kid.
Yeah. How do I explain this to my kids? Yeah. The same way you explain the Epstein files to your kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you've got Scott Bessent. You got Lady Lindsey Graham over there in the Senate.
Ladybug Graham.
Peter Thiel, who's helped fund this stuff and trained
multi-billionaire who is actually the owner of Palantir.
Yes.
Who is siphoning all of our personal information and data into his resources.
Yeah, which is scary as hell.
Scott Bessent actually lives in South Carolina in a pink house and has kids.
Married, has kids. Yeah. Peter Thiel's got kids. Yeah.
And so we just wanted to say happy Pride to them. But why are all the pearl clutching
evangelicals
people who would have destroyed Obama for this? Just looking the other way when it's Trump's administration.
And not only do they look the other way, but they celebrate it. They're like, he likes gay people. He likes gay. Why do you not like him?
YMCA.
The YMCA.
Jeez.
But I have a family member who was like, no, Trump likes gay people. He's got him in his administration. And I'm like, that doesn't mean he likes them. These guys are just giving in because they want some power.
They're giving him money, and is what it is.
Yes,
they're giving him lots and lots of money.
It's always the grift with him. It's always the grift. If he's making money, he doesn't give a shit who you are.
He'll look the other way.
But when it comes down to it, and if they, if the Supreme Court takes away gay marriage or whatever rights they want to take away from people, man, are they celebrating that stuff?
Yeah.
And is Trump look what I did for the evangelical. Look what I did for the evangelical.
I wish we had pulled up some clips of this because honestly, there are some times that I wonder if Trump is not on the bisexual train.
I think so too. He says
because
some crazy
compliments some men, not people, men a lot on how good looking they are, and oh my God, isn't that a hunky guy or whatever?
I know.
If he is, whatever.
Just, who cares? Nobody
I'm
cares.
just so tired of the double standard.
That's the problem. Yes. It is a double standard on everything.
Yeah.
On every freaking thing.
Yes.
I mean, can you imagine if Sasha or Malia had a freaking drone company that had a contract with the federal government?
Right.
Or, whatever. I mean, the stuff they get away with, that if anybody else did that, they would be through the Fox News would be wall to wall exploding.
I just saw Laura Trump go on Fox News and 100% lie and say that the Obama Library Center that just opened in Chicago cost taxpayers $850 million. And it did not cost taxpayers 1 cent. That was all privately funded through donations, probably from some very rich people.
Yep,
but
for sure.
It doesn't matter. She went on there. She lied to the Fox News viewers.
And they believe it.
And they're going to believe it. They're going to believe that their tax dollars funded that center. And nobody's going to
you can't correct that record.
Refute it on Fox News. They're not going to be like, oh, no, that was not funded by taxpayers. They're not going to say that.
No, there's no correction.
And so they're going to believe that.
Yep.
And, in the meantime, $300 billion or something
that we're
of our tax dollars No, how much is the ballroom?
Oh, for the ballroom. Oh, it's
costing?
Oh God,
Isn't
it's
it like 200 billion?
Oh, it's
now
even
or
more
something?
now. It's even higher than that.
It keeps going up every week. It was going to be like 100 million. Now it's up to billions and hundreds of billions. I feel like this is the fleecing of America.
It is. It is. 100%.
They are the whole. Well, I'm going to save that for my what the fuck. But they are literally fleecing the American taxpayers for every red cent they can get out of it.
Yeah.
When this is over, hopefully it's over in this fall.
Yeah. I hope that we can put a stop to it. Yeah.
There's going to be nothing left.
No.
They're going to go. They already said next year, once the midterms are over, they're going to go after Medicare and Social Security. They are trying to get every last dollar they can out of the American taxpayers.
Yes, absolutely are. Absolutely are. It is crazy. And
how these people keep voting against their own interests over and over again when rural hospitals are being closed because funding for Medicaid and Medicare is ending. And
even the cutting of
insane.
Social Security and food stamps and or not Social Security, but food stamps rather.
Housing too. I think they want to go after.
Yes, they do.
And I mean, I have family that
relies on that stuff.
On federal housing with HUD and Section 8 and whatever, and they're talking about cutting all of that back. What are these senior citizens going to do?
What are they supposed to do?
It's crazy.
It is crazy. And when this is all said and done and over, we have to pass laws because we cannot rely on tradition or the custom and this is the way it's always been. That bullshit has got to go.
The only thing that's really hopeful is that cities, at least it's starting at a city level, are electing more and more and more democratic socialists.
Yep.
And Zoran Mamdani is doing a fantastic job.
Doing a great
showing
job.
what people can really...
What can be done.
What can be done.
Yeah.
I think Washington, D.C.
Yep.
I forgot her name, but a lady there, she just won the primary to
Democratic
go.
Socialist.
And I'm pretty sure she's going to win it.
Yep.
It is...
But here's what I don't understand. Why do the corporate Democrats not get that? They won't back these candidates.
They don't want it.
And I'm like, the people are telling you that we're done with your BS.
Yeah.
We're done with your corporate stuff and your PAC money and your APAC and all your bullshit.
Exactly.
And this is what we want. And they will not bend the knee and realize that they have got to change.
Yeah.
They just will not do it.
I don't know.
They are so tied into that money that they will not let it go. They will not let it go.
I mean, I think there is criminality on both sides.
Oh, there is 100%.
I mean,
100%. Yeah.
There is.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to call it criminality, you want to call it
grifting or whatever.
Or I don't know what the right word is.
I don't know what the right word
I'm
either
looking for,
but yeah, I mean, it's like...
It's on both sides.
It's on both sides.
But I think there is a growing number of people, and I think it is starting at the county and city levels that are going... This isn't what we want.
And and they're seeing what he's doing in New York.
Yes.
And so now they're saying, well, I want that in my city too.
Yeah.
And they're showing up at the polls and they're voting.
He is, I can't list off the top of my head right now, but when I've seen all of the things that he has done, when they said that he was going to destroy New York, that it was going to be a crime
billionaires were going to run away.
And all the people were going to move out of there. He's doing like, child care for like children 2 and 3 years old.
The crime is like at a lowest
levels of crime, and
the housing, the community supermarket. All the stuff that he's putting into that Bernie's talked about for years.
Like, they need to give him the top security.
Yeah. They really do, because people want to take them out.
Yes, they do. I feel like they're going to want to they don't want people to see what can actually happen when the government works for the people and not for the politicians putting the money in their fucking pockets.
Exactly. Yep. And in their kids' pockets.
And I think people have forgotten that government was created to serve the people.
Yes.
You're supposed to serve your term because you're serving the community.
Correct.
You're serving your constituents. You're not filling your pockets with insider trading and, campaign funds that you funnel into
monies and,
you hire your friend,
contracts with people,
no bid contracts and all this other shit that they use campaign funds for.
Yeah, exactly.
Expenses and this and that. Like it's sick.
It's totally
really
sick.
sick.
It's really sick. Yeah.
If we actually had every dollar that the government collected in taxes going back to serve the people, do you know what kind of
oh my God, the stuff we could do
and community
would be
and
amazing.
education that we would have for our citizens?
Yeah.
It would be off the chain.
It'd be off the chain. And that's why when people are like, it's the greatest country in the world, and I'm like, it is a great country, don't get me wrong, but there are other countries doing things far superior to than we do.
Number one and foremost to me, especially because I've been going through all of these mental health issues for the last year, is health insurance.
Yes.
I had to give up going to the therapist in January because we could no longer afford our health insurance because my work doesn't offer it. My husband is self-employed.
Right.
We were getting our insurance through the Affordable Care Act, and once they took away those extra subsidies from COVID, we could no longer afford it or afford the deductibles and copays.
Right.
Like they went extremely high after they took away the extra subsidies, and we were like,
alone.
why should we keep pay? Why should we pay triple the amount in premiums and have 5 times the amount in deductibles?
Yeah, you might as well just pay out of pocket.
We're just paying out of pocket for what we can and crossing our fingers that we don't have a major catastrophe or cancer or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And at that point, I was told my husband, if that happens, we probably have to get a divorce so the person who's sick can just
get help. Yeah. Yeah.
That's sad.
It's disgusting.
So sad.
And that's not the case all over the world.
Yeah.
Or education. Our education, we could have free college for everybody.
Yeah.
Or trade school, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever path you want to go on. We could have this available to people. We can afford it. If we can afford to send money to all these other countries and the $300 billion to Iran and the $80 billion or whatever it is up to now that we spent on this war.
Yeah, and what about how many billions did we send to Argentina last fall?
Exactly.
When we sent them 20 billion?
Yeah.
I thought it was 40 billion, to be honest with you, but AI or Google is telling me it's 20 billion. But,
yeah.
I mean, we're just why
are we doing this stuff when we've got people here who need healthcare, who need education, who need food, who need housing?
And the whole premise of Trump's campaign was America first, America first.
And we spent
$70 billion to bomb and destroy Iran, and now we're going to send them $300 billion to rebuild it. And guess who's going to get the contracts to rebuild the area over there? Jared Kushner and all of his little,
and their friends,
cronies and their friends who make up companies to get these no bid contracts like they did with the.
Maybe we should start a company and try to get a no-bid contract.
Yeah, that would be great, but I think you've got to be one of Trump's
You got to
pals.
be on their team. Yeah. We're screwed.
You have to be one of their pals.
We're screwed.
We've already
ruined that.
Yeah.
Doing this show.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the stuff. So I guess it's about that time.
Yeah, it is. We did do a lot of talking.
We did talk a lot today, but that's good. I like it. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, we're going to try to venture out on some more topics.
Yes, blend some good stuff in.
Yes, we even said we wanted to talk about sex and we kind of got it all in today.
We did get a little
talk
bit
about
in.
the ladies who were having hysterical orgasms at their doctor's offices in the 1800s. So.
Oh my God. We did squeeze a lot in. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to let you do your what the fuck first. So
okay.
What's your what the fuck, Dina?
Okay. Well, we didn't do it. We have to say.
Oh, we have to say it.
Time.
Yes, it's time for what the fuck. All right, okay. now you can give me a what the fuck.
Since nobody wrote us a jingle, somebody was supposed to write us a jingle by now for that, but we're still waiting.
It's been so long, I forgot we even did that.
Yeah,
we got to get back in the routine. Okay.
So my what the fuck of the week is the whole debacle with the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. Trump just had it in his brain that he wanted to paint it blue, so they did another one of those no-bid contracts to one of his buddies.
Yes, they did.
To pay them $14.7 million to paint the pool American flag blue. Which they are saying you should never, that's granite, and you should never paint granite. First of all, you should just stain it.
Yes.
But they decided to drain all of that water out and then paint it. And within less than 2 weeks, it was turning green because the dark blue paint was causing it to heat up faster than it actually would if they hadn't painted it. If they
left it alone.
And it was creating a lot of algae. So then they decided we should treat the water, and they poured peroxide in it one day, hundreds of gallons. You can see there's videos of guys with bottles of peroxide, gallons at a time,
just standing there with
dropping
that
in. Then the next day, I think they took bleach. And they started putting bleach in the water every day. And then, of course, what do you think that did to the paint?
Right.
It started to cause the paint to lift because all of these chemicals were added to the water. And now their newest claim is, because they don't have facts from scientists, that vandalism is what caused the paint to lift and break away. People were actually picking up chunks of the paint out of the water and probably selling it on eBay or something. And they said that somebody else went in there and took a knife and sliced a 250 feet down to cut the paint.
Shit.
There's video cameras everywhere there. Show us the proof of that.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the biggest grift I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, so now they're going to drain it and fix it.
And now they're going to drain it and fix it again. They're arresting people left and right. I think they've arrested 5 people already.
They got the National Guard on the scene.
They've got the National Guard on the scene. God. One of which was a 5-time Olympic gold champion or Olympic champion. From the United States, saying that
all he did was
put his hand in the water, and they're like, "Oh, he's dropping algae seeds in the water
and trying to tear up the bottom."
You fucked up.
You
fucked up. Yeah. They can never take any accountability or responsibility for anything that they do wrong.
No,
they've got to spin it. Put some bullshit.
And somehow it's the left's fault.
It's always
the left's fault.
It's those radical Democrats that
without a B.
that are taking what are even algae seeds? I don't even know what that is.
I've never heard of this.
Somebody please explain it to me like I'm 5 years old.
Right, yeah,
because
me too, yeah.
Never heard of anything like that. It's crazy. They just do not want to accept responsibility for any of their actions.
No.
And what's very ironic is the name of the company that did the no-bid contract that was one of Trump's is more of his name.
That's a good name for him.
One of his very good friends, Green Water Services. So they got what they fucking paid for, okay? What the fuck?
Oh my God.
So what's your what the fuck of the week?
All right. So my what the fuck of the week is... So they just had the G7.
Yeah.
And Trump's a moron. But one of the things he said was that the Italian Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, I was like, I'm going to get that out, was begging him to take a picture with her because she did support him and she is a conservative.
She was an ally at one point.
She was an ally, yeah. And so she responded to him on social media and she said, President Trump, these constant unprovoked attacks are senseless. As for my popularity, being your friend certainly has not helped it, nor does it depend on my relationship with you. My popularity depends on my stability to defend Italy's national interest, and that is exactly what I have always done. That is also what I did regarding the American military bases in Italy. Their use is governed by agreements that we have always respected and that cannot be violated as long as I am Prime Minister. Italy remains a sovereign nation. In any case, my popularity is none of your concern. I suggest you focus on yours.
Yeah. He did not like that.
He did not like that, especially coming from a woman.
No.
So that was my what the fuck.
And I think at some point it might have been cut off in that particular. She said, "And Italy never begs for anything."
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
So
that's right.
That really hit him
that
below the belt. I'm
that
sure,
was a knife in the gut.
Because he's such a narcissist.
He's a total narcissist.
So yeah.
Anyways, that was my what the fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you remember?
So embarrassing.
Oh, it's so embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
And even though the other one was when he walked into the G7 an hour late and says, "I'm the boss."
Yeah.
And then goes and sits down. I'm like, what? What an embarrassing piece of shit you are.
It is.
Oh
and I saw some of the videos where everybody was conversing
and
over
he's
here.
Just
He's
like
just
a
wandering
moron.
around.
Yeah.
People had to show him where to go for the photos. And that is another thing that enrages me, honestly, is that they were all over Biden.
Yeah.
Up his ass every day about his mental cognitive ability.
Yeah.
And why is none, not even, forget Fox News and Newsmax, because we know we're not going to go there.
Yeah, they're not going to do it.
But why isn't ABC, CBS, NBC, MS Now, CNN, why aren't they covering the absolute
insanity
incompetence
incompetence.
Of his
that's it. Yeah.
mental cognitive state.
Yeah.
He's not well.
No, he's not
He
well.
is absolutely not well.
He's not well.
He is jumbling words and
word
sentences
salad
together.
all over the
word
place.
salad constantly.
Yeah.
Not making sense. Taking all these cognitive tests that he thinks are IQ tests that make him seem, I'm smart because I passed a cognitive test.
Yeah.
It's not an IQ test, buddy.
Yeah, it's to make sure
making sure you
function.
can find your way home at night. Which is
why
they've labeled all the outside doors on the White House. This is the Oval Office. This is the West Wing. This is the East Wing, because he doesn't know where the fuck he's going.
Yeah, he don't know what he's doing.
And nobody will talk about it.
No, they
and it's
don't.
so obviously blatant that he's not well.
No, he's not well.
He's not well.
No, he's not. He's not.
And why are they ignoring it?
I don't know.
And
corporate
I
media.
never even saw the interview, but I just saw a little blip of a Jill Biden interview that they did a few weeks ago, where she said that she thought he was having a stroke during the
debate.
The debate.
Yeah.
And because she said he's never talked like that again since.
Yeah.
And my thought, and people are going to say I'm crazy, whatever, I'm a conspiracy theorist. You were right. Yeah. I always thought, I think they drugged him for that
something happened.
debate.
Yeah, something definitely
because
happened.
He never talked like that before.
Yeah. And he was fine.
A little, and since.
Yeah.
I really feel, I don't care what you guys call me, you can come at me. I think they drugged him for that debate.
I think something like that happened for sure. Because that was not normal.
No.
Yeah.
He couldn't.
He couldn't get a word out. He was all over the place.
Yeah, he couldn't talk.
Yeah, he couldn't get...
And that was not nerves.
No.
That was not
nerves after all these years.
No.
No. Yeah, crazy shit.
Whatever.
Well, after all this time, Dina, where can they find you?
They can still find me in the same old places. Facebook at Dina with Blue Notes News, and Instagram Dina_with Blue Notes News. How about you?
You can find me on Facebook at Nathan Montgomery, and on Blue Sky at Nate Mont, and of course at Blue Notes News on Facebook and Instagram. So we're back.
Yeah. We're still waiting for some of those. Rate us, review us.
Review us.
Yeah,
Yes,
please. We need some of those.
We will love reviews, good or bad.
Because
We'll
we
read
really
them.
like doing this, but we're not gaining too much traction.
Yeah, we need you guys to help us out.
So if you don't review us and help
People
us
don't
out,
find us.
like they don't really promo any
it doesn't get
podcasts
pushed.
that are
It doesn't get pushed to
reviewed,
the top.
so
do the reviews.
help us out.
All right, everybody, have a good couple weeks. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, bye.
Bye.